You know that feeling when you slice open a perfect avocado, smooth, green, creamy, and you think, this is the healthiest food on earth? What if I told you that perfect fruit might not be as pure as it looks? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. What's marketed as superfood might actually be hiding a story of early harvests, fake oils, and quiet deception in the health industry. See, we've been told for years that avocados and their oil are the gold standard for clean eating, heart-healthy fats, antioxidants, all that good stuff. But behind the labels, behind the shiny bottles, there's a reality most people never hear about. Some of the premium avocado oils on store shelves are already spoiled before you even buy them. Others are mixed with cheap, inflammatory seed oils, and you'd never know. And those perfectly green avocados? Many are forced to ripen in gas chambers, so they look good on the outside, while losing the very nutrients that make them special. I know, it sounds impossible, but it's not. And once you see how deep this goes, you'll never look at that healthy green fruit the same way again. Because the truth about avocados isn't what you think. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why. Avocados. We love them, right? We think of them as this ultimate superfood, a cornerstone of healthy eating. But today, we're going to peel back the label and explore the surprising reality behind the avocados we love. Let's get into it. Yeah, we all do it. We add them to our salads, blend them into our smoothies, mash them on toast, all because we believe we're making this fantastic choice for our health. And in theory, we absolutely are. Okay, but here's where it gets a little complicated. The journey from the tree all the way to your table, well, it can change everything. So is that perfect-looking avocado or that expensive bottle of oil actually delivering the benefits you think you're getting? Let's find out. All right, let's start with the whole fruit itself, because the story really begins long before it ever even reaches the grocery store. So here's the deal. To get avocados to the store looking perfectly ready to eat, many of them are picked way too early and then put into these special chambers filled with something called ethylene gas. This process basically forces them to ripen on command. And here's the big trade-off. You see, natural ripening on the tree allows the fruit to develop its complex flavors and all those powerful phytonutrients we want. But when you force it, you can get a fruit that looks absolutely perfect on the outside, but inside it's watery, tasteless, and just not as nutritious. Okay, so that's the fruit. But a lot of us have switched to avocado oil for its high smoke point and supposed health benefits. Unfortunately, this is where the story takes an even more dramatic turn. Now, before we go any farther, we need to understand one key concept: oxidation. It sounds scientific, but it's something you see every single day. Just think of it as a process of decay or breaking down, like a piece of metal rusting in the rain, and this is the perfect way to picture it. You cut an apple in half and the air immediately starts to turn it brown. That's oxidation. But if you squeeze a little lemon juice, which is an antioxidant, it protects it. The exact same process can happen to the fats inside our cooking oils. So here's the crucial point. When avocado oil oxidizes or goes rancid, and this can happen even if you can't see or taste it, it can become inflammatory. That's the very opposite of what you want from a health food. So how widespread is this problem really? Well, researchers at UC Davis decided to find out. They tested major brands of avocado oil right off the shelf, and what they discovered was truly shocking. 82%. This chart shows exactly how that breaks down. In that 2020 study, a staggering 82% of the avocado oil they tested was either already rancid before its expiration date, or it had been mixed with other cheaper oils. Only 18% was the pure, fresh stuff. And the study's conclusion really says it all. This isn't just a small issue with a few bad brands. We're talking about a systemic problem in the industry affecting the majority of products you see on the shelf. So naturally, you have to ask, how is this even possible? I mean, how can companies get away with selling low-quality or even fake avocado oil? Well, the answer lies in a shocking lack of regulation. Unlike olive oil, there are no official standards for avocado oil in the US. There's no legal definition for terms like extra virgin, no required harvest or expiration dates, and get this, even the product of USA label can be misleading. It's basically the Wild West out there. And this lack of oversight just opens the door for deception. Some producers use a process called deodorization to strip away the bad smell of rancid oil so you can't even tell it's gone bad. Others will dilute the expensive avocado oil with cheap inflammatory oils like soybean or canola without ever mentioning it on the label. Okay, I know, that was a lot to take in. But this isn't about giving up on avocados. No way. This is about empowerment. With the right knowledge, you can navigate the grocery store with confidence and make sure you get the real deal. So here is your new checklist for buying avocado oil. First, always choose a dark glass bottle to protect the oil from light. Second, the oil itself should have a vibrant greenish tint. That indicates chlorophyll, the good stuff. Look for a harvest or expiration date and just be a little wary of the cheapest options. Quality often has a price, and for the whole fruit, it's much simpler. Look for skin that isn't too waxy or shiny. A gentle press with your thumb is still the best test. It should give just a little, and hey, when possible, California-grown avocados like the Hass variety are often a fantastic choice. Because when you make these smart choices, you're not just avoiding the bad stuff, you're getting access to all the incredible benefits that made us fall in love with avocados in the first place. And this is exactly why it's so worth it. A good quality avocado oil is low in those inflammatory omega-6 fats, around 10%, compared to industrial seed oils, which can be over 50%. That is a massive difference for your body's health. And what about the fruit itself? Well, a single medium avocado can pack up to 900 milligrams of potassium. That is an incredible amount of a vital electrolyte that most of us just don't get enough of. The key takeaway here is that a real high-quality avocado is truly a nutritional powerhouse. It's brimming with potassium, magnesium, antioxidant vitamin E, and that beneficial chlorophyll. This is the superfood we've been looking for all along. You know, it's not about overhauling your entire life overnight. It's about taking small, consistent steps with this new understanding. So think about your next trip to the store. What's the one simple swap or check you can make to ensure you're getting the real benefits? So, what did we learn today? That sometimes the foods we trust the most hide the biggest surprises. But knowledge is power, and now you know exactly how to choose the real healthy avocado oil and enjoy all the good it has to offer. If this video opened your eyes, don't just close the tab, hit like, because that tells YouTube this message matters. And if you want more videos that uncover the truth behind everyday healthy products, subscribe. We've got more coming that you won't want to miss. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever bought avocado oil or any healthy product that turned out to be disappointing? Drop your story in the comments. I actually read them, and your experience might help someone else make a better choice. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself, and remember, smart choices start with small steps. See you in the next one.